started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
To the sideline.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
21. Go ahead.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
1st and 10.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a night.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
11.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 66 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Number 10,
Tyreek Hill,
touchdown,
75 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's got Sanu, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
His throw incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
It's now third
An
down.
incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Mostert. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Chiefs 14, 49ers 7.
Mike, 53. 12, fellas, here we go.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 49ers. Kendrick Bourne, 28 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Good.
Gold with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Wishnowski to kick off Horses.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Chiefs 21, 49ers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's caught inside the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 66 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's able to put it through.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
On the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49ers' 26-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Fellas, they don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over first.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
that's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in there.
But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. That catch good for only a couple. The fumble on first down, now here's second down. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
The final pick in this year's first round. This is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mahomes now on first down. Rolling to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Thrown away and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. 3rd down here.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
First down.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Here's Garoppolo to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
11. 53 at the moment.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have moved out in front.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball.
It's caught inside the 25.
Prime time, baby.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
To number 10.
Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing.
Harrison Butker to kick.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. Partner, why were they even putting the ball in the air in that situation?
I know they have confidence a lot of the time in their team, and, hey, we can call anything. But in this spot, with that lead and that amount of time on the clock, not much, you've got to take care of it. I would have figured they'd run the football there.
Now their defense has to stand tall. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Robinson's got it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. to throw. He finds Robinson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The 20. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you're going to kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score, Niners 30.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game.